everyone. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. I've never quite done one of these before, but I thought this would be kind of like a fun video idea. So if you guys are familiar, I am a huge fan of Flower Nose Cosmetics, and I just get so excited every time they announce a new collection, and I have been following them pretty closely for about the last 3 years or so. And I thought it would be fun to kind of do like a prediction for the next collection and just kind of throw out any thoughts that I have, any predictions, theming, products they could possibly bring out. I thought this would be such a fun idea, and I know that a lot of you guys always like a lot of my Flower Nose content as well. So in this video we are going to speculate and predict what is going to be the next Flower Nose collection. Also, I just want to say, like, straight up 100%, these are all my speculations. I do not have any type of insider information or clues or hints or nothing. This is all just 100% conjecture on my part of just what I want to see, what I hope to see, what I think we could see, or I could be 100% wrong. These are just my dreamings and my thoughts. So starting off, the first thing I have kind of noticed with Flower Nose is that it seems that they tend to do a new collection about every 4 months, like a full-on collection. Now, the one thing that kind of threw this theory off was whenever they released the Violet Strawberry Rococo collection. It was kind of a mini collection adding on to the original Strawberry Rococo collection. So if they're following the supposed 4-month gap between collections, that means that the next collection was supposedly supposed to launch around May. But you guys are probably aware of my shock whenever they announced in April the Violet Strawberry Rococo collection. So I was so caught off guard by that one, and it was a mini collection, so it wasn't like a full release. And then in June, they released their Midsummer Fairy Tales collection, which is the most recent collection that is out. So they kind of like skewed the timeline a little bit. But if we think they're gonna follow the same 4-month gap, that takes us from June to July, August, September, October. So number one, I was really intrigued by the potential of the newest collection coming out in October for several reasons. Number one, October is my birth month. I was born October 4th, so I am a fall spooky Halloween type baby. Not quite like full-on Halloween baby because I was born at the beginning of the month, but hey, I was born in October. I claim myself as a Halloween baby. So of course I was excited for the potential for it being released around October. Also, it seems like they tend to sometimes release at the beginning of the month, so it could potentially be launched around my birthday. And then the second reason, I think it would be extremely cool and unique and out of the comfort zone of Flower Nose to do something a little bit more on the spooky side or like a darker kind of theme. Now, we did see a tiny bit of this last September when they launched the Swan Ballet collection. So we did have actually I have it right here, Black Swan eyeshadow palette. Now you guys, this is such a very different eyeshadow palette than a lot of their other things that they have released in the past. Also, just a quick side note, full disclosure, they did send me this palette for review for free, so just wanted to throw that out there. But this is such a different eyeshadow palette, and we have a little bit of like that dark, kind of almost slightly gothic-y kind of vibes, and I would love to see an entire collection from Flower Nose that kind of takes on that dark, romantic-y, gothic-y kind of vibe with still having their very beautiful packaging, ornate kind of look to it. And I think the other collection that we kind of got a little bit closer to just barely dipping the toe into the kind of darker side was the Little Angels collection, which came out this January. It was very kind of like cathedral, stained glass, angels. To me, it almost kind of reminded me of like kind of old school Roman Catholic churches and things like that. So we definitely saw just a little bit of a dip into that kind of type of look and stylistic choices, which I think were beautiful. And to this day, Little Angels is probably one of my favorite collections they have come out with to date. I just think that like the visuals of it, the execution of it was just absolutely flawless, and there were so many really good products from that collection as well. So just another quick little plug, you guys. If you are looking to buy anything from Flower Nose, I do have a referral link and discount code that you can get a 5% discount off your order, and I do earn a small commission from any links or codes used, and just wanted to throw that in there for a really quick full disclosure. So with all that being said, here are some of my guesses or hopes or wishes that they would do. So this is all very much hinging on a big assumption that this is going to come out around the October time. I would love to see a very dark, kind of gothic-y kind of style theme. Some of the notes that I wrote down, I wanted it to be similar to like the Black Swan portion, where we see a lot of like black enamel and chrome and just very beautiful ornateness to it. But I want to see like a whole collection really kind of taking on that entire vibe, whereas this was really just kind of one part of the Swan Ballet collection, which in my opinion still skewed very like feminine, girly, pink and stuff like that, which I absolutely love, but I love the dark side too. So in my notes I put Halloween or even like witchy kind of vibes, even if it's not a straight up like Halloween theme, which I kind of think I don't want them to do like a really straight up Halloween theme, because I just feel like it kind of dates it a little too much. But definitely taking elements from dark literature or from like culture. I could just absolutely totally see like a coven witch type of theming or central theme for this collection. That could be so neat.
Quick editing note, I also think I could totally see them doing some type of like romantic vampire theme series as well. I don't know how that slipped my mind while I was reading my notes, but I forgot to mention it, so wanted to pop that in here as well.
I can even see almost something like an Edgar Allan Poe type of theming, like the Raven, Nevermore, the Black Cat. I mean, there's just so much to go off of if that were to be the type of theming that they would do. I even thought maybe something of like a dark Alice in Wonderland theme. However, I'm not quite sure if that's something they would do, because they did kind of go slightly into Alice in Wonderland with the Chocolate Wonder Shop collection, even though I don't think it quite fit. The perfumes were kind of Alice coded, but the entire collection itself was more obviously chocolate and chocolate factory kind of themed and stuff like that. But I could almost see them even like creating something of their own, like some type of Black Rabbit kind of theme or something like that. Or what if they did a dark serpent kind of theme? I mean, my brain kind of runs wild with these. Absolutely a million ways it could go. Or I mean, it could go the absolute complete opposite. I'm trying to think like, what are the other super girly fantasy type things that we haven't seen yet? So far we've got Strawberry Rococo. That one's kind of more of its own generic type of theme. We had Chocolate Wonder Shop, once again kind of its own generic theme, but then we had Moonlight Mermaids, so early mermaids, check. Then we had Swan Ballet, beautiful, gorgeous, check. Then we had the Little Angels collection, more kind of like gothic cathedral, kind of slight religious undertones to it. Then of course now we've had Midsummer Fairy Tales, so we've got fairies, that's another check. And I'm trying to think like what other kind of things, like they've done unicorns and stuff, so what else are they gonna do if they go in the super like hyper feminine kind of way, or if they do dip their toes into some more like darker themed collection ideas. So then I was also thinking about, okay, it seems like every collection we do kind of get a new type of product, as well as some new versions of things we've seen before, like powder blushes. We have seen those in several different collections. Strawberry Rococo, Chocolate Wonder Shop, Moonlight Mermaid, Swan Ballet. Finally in Little Angels collection we got a cream blush, so that was kind of like a new spin off an old product. Swan Ballet, we got the lipsticks, also got a matte lipstick in a Little Angel collection. Moonlight Mermaids, we got eyeliners. Swan Ballet, we got cream glitter eyeshadows. Chocolate Wonder Shop, we got a complexion palette. So things like that. I'm thinking, okay, what is going to be the new kind of makeup product that we haven't seen before? So the first thing I think quite obvious, that what do we not have right now? And those are like foundations, concealers. Now I'm gonna just say straight off the bat, I really don't think that that is something that we will get anytime soon from Flower Nose. I would love to be proven completely wrong by that, but I just know that they're not the best at their range of complexions that they offer to. And I could be wrong on this, but I think that in the Asian or Chinese release of the Midsummer Fairy Tales collection that they did include concealer products, but those were not in the global release. I believe that the actual highlighter packaging was what the concealers were in Asia. But also I remember from the Midsummer Fairy Tales collection, one of the eyeshadow palettes was actually very different. The peach and green eyeshadow palette that I purchased in my original review, that one was not released in Asia. And that one was actually taking the place of this kind of like, I think it was an all matte kind of pastel palette color story, which in my opinion, I am so glad we got the green and the peach one, because that one was so much more up my alley compared to the all matte pastel palette. So there are some slight variations from the like Asian releases to the global releases. There was a whole collection we didn't even get from a global release. I can't remember what the character is, but it was kind of like this little like white dog or a little white bear or something that we didn't even get this collection at all to come to the global market, which I was very sad about. But I do know that we have the potential to not always have the same exact products, but some products that I was kind of spitballing thinking, okay, well maybe this is something that we haven't seen before that they could release. So I was thinking possibly lip liners. We don't have, I don't believe we have any lip liners that have been released in at least the global collection so far. And I imagine that if they were to do something like a lip liner, we would have another lipstick to go with it. Another thing we haven't had so far, to my knowledge, in any of these collections is a true like pencil eyeliner or a gel pencil eyeliner. We have had liquid eyeliners in the Moonlight Mermaid collection. There was like a black one, I think a pink one, and possibly a silvery white one. I can't remember. I did buy the black one and I liked it. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. And then the last product I was kind of considering that we could possibly see is maybe some type of setting spray. We had the makeup cleansing balm from Midsummer Fairy Tales. Also, I'm a big fan of that product. I have been using that one a lot and I really like that one. And then we also had a primer in the Little Angels collection. I actually have that one right here as well. Disclosure, this was also sent to me for review. And another potential item that I thought we could possibly see is maybe another mascara. To my knowledge, this is the only mascara they have released, and this was from the Chocolate Wonder Shop collection. And this one came out about 2 years ago now, I would say. So I think that we could be due for another mascara and possibly a different formula or brush style. So those are just some of my thoughts and ideas as far as what type of products we might see as far as like a new addition. Of course, we're always going to probably see some type of cheek product, some type of lip product, absolutely some type of eyeshadow palettes, and fingers crossed some fragrances as well. So overall, those are just some of my speculations and thoughts and hopes and ideas that we could potentially see in the next Flower Nose collection, or maybe even in the future down the line. I would absolutely love to see what they do on a more dark kind of theme. Absolutely love to see what they could do with that, because I know they would absolutely kill it. So guys, let me know, what do you think the next Flower Nose collection is going to revolve around? Do you think it might have some darker kind of elements? Do you think it's going to come out in October? Do you think I am 100% wrong and we could have like Barbie Town Flower Nose collection for the next one? Who knows? I have no idea. All of these are just my own kind of unfounded thoughts and opinions, but I would love to know what thoughts, what predictions do you guys have? What are some collections you would like to see in the future? Flower Nose, obviously they absolutely know what they're doing, and they have just never let me down as far as the beauty, the artfulness, the mastery of the designs that they have come up with. The products are lovely, and I know that they've got this covered, but what would you like to see if you were kind of creating your own Flower Nose collaboration? What kind of things would you want to do theme-wise, product-wise? What would you like to see? Alright guys, so that is all I got for this video. There's a million other thoughts I have running through my head of like what they could do. Honestly, the sky is the limit when it comes to Flower Nose. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.